Hi! Today we're going to talk about paths and brats and where to be. I'd like to welcome all the old delinquents as well as all the new. My name's Sarge and this...
Yas, bitch!
...is the gray area.
Humans are such easy.
Yeah.
This isn't funny anymore!
Season 2, still going at it. Here we go. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, hello there. And welcome to another episode of the Gray Area. Delinquents. At ease. Oi, I got some news for yous. And when I say news, I mean I have more social media. Like, as if I didn't have enough. You know? But I have to. I have to do it. I got the freaking Twitter, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got YouTube. You can listen to me on anything. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes. It doesn't make a difference, okay? In order to get me out there, and with my delinquent army such as yourselves, sharing and caring and, listen to this podcast, I have to get my social media game up, which means I have to be on Instagram and do videos, and my Facebook page and do videos, and now I'm on TikTok. TikTok is like 15 seconds to 60 seconds of lip syncing and cosplay and dancing. But it's funny. I mean, it's something. So it's something to get my name out there. So I could share it to like Twitter and my Instagram. So if you guys go to my Instagram at the Gray Area 1, you'll see all my weird ass TikTok stuff. I know you guys come here for like personal inspiration and zen. And just getting into the mood of life and where you should be and where you're going. Yeah, like I know all the answers, which I don't. But if you want to see my face, if you want a face to go with this masculine voice that just makes all the girls' and dudes' panties wet. I don't know how a guy's panties gonna get. You know what? Just moving forward, I'm just gonna skip that part right now. So, yeah, I got a TikTok now. So if you have a TikTok, search the Gray Area. It's the same way it's always spelled. Yeah, just the Gray Area. DAGRAYAREA. And you'll find me, and I'll be there. Acting an ass. Go through my page, whatever. Share it with your friends. Be like, this guy's got a podcast. Isn't he funny? Watch. It's funny. We'll see. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But, people go out there and they have some background platform like, they were on MTV or they were a night show host or they're in politics. And all of a sudden, because they have that background where they have thousands of people watching them, possibly millions, they decide, hey, I'm going to do a podcast now, as if they know what the fuck they're doing. And because they have the background of whatever comedic background, or they were on TV once, or, they suck Ray J's dick, Now, all of a sudden, they want to do a podcast, and hey, fucking thousands of followers. You know what? I'm starting from the fucking gutter, okay? I am the evolution of where we need to be, okay? Fuck all those pop culture motherfuckers with, oh, I did this once, which means I automatically justify as having a podcast. Have you listened to these fucking podcasts? They're high off their ass and give zero fucks about anything. It's just like advertisement. Here's what I think about this. Advertisement. Fuck that shit. They're all in it for the money. I'm here for you, my delinquents. However, the money wouldn't be bad. I do have 2 sponsors, but whatever. I don't give a shit. Am I jealous right now? Yes, I'm fucking jealous. Okay? Hey, Kim Kardashian, if you listen to my podcast, which you don't, because I don't want you to, can I get Ray J's number? Because I will do a sex tape with that motherfucker tonight if I could have my own fucking reality TV show tomorrow. You ever see this stuff on TV and you're just like, you know what? I guarantee you, I could do better than that. Or you listen to a fucking podcast. Like I listen to like Chris D'Elia and Bill Burr and Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro and stuff like that. I listen to this freaking show, who I like because they're real people. I listen to, everything under the Freaknet studio umbrella, which is, still building. So just freaking wrestling, this freaking show. And lastly, but not leastly, the Gray Area, which you're listening to right now. So thank you. Yeah. starting from the bottom and building your way up is so fucking hard. And you're just like, how do other people do it? How do people get where they are? I'll tell you why. They were already millionaires. They already had shows. They're already in pop culture. And they have backing. Like Will Ferrell did 6 fucking episodes and probably made like, $20 million. Because he came back to be, Ron Burgundy for a podcast for like 7 episodes. And boom, millions. I'm like, just like, fuck. Now, I'm not saying that these people didn't go through the fucking trenches once upon a time, but I've literally been through the trenches of life and I'm only 38 years old. Oh, what do you know? Well, I've been to war. I'm educated. I adopted 5 kids. I've started from the bottom in a position. I've worked my way to the top. I was told you either need to do one of these things when you get out of high school. If you make it out of high school, you need to go to college, get an education, get a job, start somewhere in the middle, or start from the bottom and work your way to the top, or join the military. I've done all of those things. College educated, military discipline background, and I've started from the bottom and now I'm where I'm at now. And I'm still not satisfied. I'm spread so thin, delinquents. I'm spread so fucking thin. I'm trying to get out there. And I'm trying to, I got so many little ideas floating around in my head. And one of these motherfuckers is bound to hit, But this is going to be my base. This is my foundation for everything that comes after that. So, FreakNet Studios I am one of the pillars of that. That's going to build whatever the fuck comes out of that. So FreakNet Studios, this freaking show, Just Freaking Wrestling, and the Gray Area, we going places. You heard it here first. Or you probably heard it from Travis T if you listen to this freaking show. Which you should, okay? Even though they like to steal my ideas. I'm joking. They don't steal my ideas. This freaking happened. I'm going back to it, okay? They have a segment called That Freaking Happened. And it's about pretty much... like, I'm not going to give you any clues, but if I was going to give you a clue as to what this freaking show segment That Freaking Happened was about, this would be the clue. Today in history. But I like it. It's a little bit different. Is it called Today in History? No, it's called That Freaking Happened, which is fine. Does it have to take place on the actual day? No, according to them. It could take place during the week that it was done. Which is funny, because I did a Today in History like 2 weeks ago, and then my Today in History was, one of the little pieces of the day was Edgar Allan Poe died. And then they did That Freaking Happened on the next, their next segment on their show. And then guess what? Edgar Allan Poe died. Deja vu. It's adorable. Let us, respect each other and move forward together and motivate and strive. Be like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to steal it. But it's not stealing because it's different. Because it's got a different name. And it's not just a specific day. It's the whole week. But whatever. I love it. I'm part of that team. They're part of my team. We're all part of the same team. So delinquents and freaks unite. So that's great. And now we talk about, what do I want to talk about now? Let's go to the random thought. Okay? Now, in regards to my random thought, I am blind as fuck. If you didn't know it, I keep saying I because it's funny, because I-E-Y-E went to go get my freaking eyes checked. Because I can't see sometimes. Whatever. But, if you wear glasses, delinquents out there, if you wear glasses, corrective vision, contacts, and it's been over a year and you've been wearing the same shit, I suggest you go in. Because I went in, and it was just been a little bit over a year, and I went in there, and they're like, here's, blah, 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 and you sit down, and you look at the thing, and you be like, read the lines, and it makes you feel like shit, because you're like, is that a what? Is that a 0 or a D? And then you're like, fuck, I'm sucking, and you just know in the back of your head, you're like, I am slowly getting worse. And then the worst things go through your head, like I'm going blind. I'm going to end up like fucking Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder had a baby. And I'm just going to be sitting here in the darkness, listening to movies that I used to love that I can't see, or listening to my kids play video games that I can't see. Maybe I'll be a blind monk or something. Anywho's, so my random thought was, get your eyes checked. Got my eyes checked. So I'm getting my eyes checked there. And they pretty much told me that, I'm going to need bifocals eventually because my vision is pretty much where it was last time, but something has happened to where I'm going to need a bifocal lens eventually by like the age of 40. I am headed in that direction. So that could be like a normal decline for normal vision if you already wear glasses, or that could be like, hypochondriac myself who's always had eye problems. Like, I'm going blind. I'm not going to be able to see anything. I'm going to have to wear steel toe shoes in my house instead of slippers because I will stub my toe 10 times a day. And I am not looking forward to this. But you know what the kicker is? You know what really grinded my gears there? They said, yes, your eyes are progressive toward needing bifocals. Progressive eye towards bifocals. The last time I fucking checked, progressive means good, or you're progressing, or you're doing better, or getting better. If you have a D and you're progressing later on in the semester, chances are you have a C. But no, what do fucking obstetricians want to call? Is that what they're called? Obstetricians? They look at your eyes? Anyway, be like, yeah, so we're looking at your eyes and it looks like they're progressing toward needing a bifocal. Why do you have to sugarcoat it and give it cool words like progressive? Oh, it's very progressive. It's progressive toward needing a bifocal. So it's getting worse. I'm progressing toward needing a fucking cane and a seeing eye dog is what I'm progressing towards. I am degressing in my sight, which means I am needing a bifocal. Don't try to sugarcoat fucking cute little words and make it seem better than it really is. It's fucking shit. I'm going to need a bifocal and I'm going blind and I don't know. I hope my fucking seeing eye dog loves me because this is sad as fuck. Do not come at me and call it fucking progressive. Okay? There are people on the left side of the aisle, I'm talking about liberals, that call themselves progressive, and it's pretty much just bringing us back to the fucking dark ages. I know that word, progressive, is shit. It's fucking complete garbage. I'm not progressive. I'm not going anywhere. It's not progressing. My sight is degressing. That's my random thought. So, moving forward, let's talk about paths. How do you say that? Paths. Path, like the path in life. When you're going down the road of life, in your life, you will realize maybe it's a sidewalk, maybe it's a dirt path, maybe there's forks in the road, maybe you need to go back and turn around because you fucked something up and you need to redo something. But nevertheless, everyone has their own path, okay? Now, I want to make something clear. I want to correlate drugs and shit into it. Okay, I want to correlate. Lots of people say that, this, that, or the other thing is a gateway drug toward the wrong path. Now, let me tell you why I think it's weird that people do that shit. Okay, people of society are under some weird fucking influence of their subconscious that automatically correlates. If you do drugs, you do a gateway drug, then you're down the wrong path, and then that path is going to lead to worse shit, and that path is going to lead to worse shit. Let me tell you exactly what I feel about this fucking situation when it comes to what path you choose in life. Cannabis is not a gateway drug. Alcohol is not a gateway drug. Nicotine is not a gateway drug. Caffeine is not a gateway drug. Okay? Trauma is the gateway. Childhood abuse is the gateway. Molestation is the gateway. Fucking neglect is the gateway. Drug abuse, violent behavior, hypersexuality, and self-harm are often symptoms, not the cause, of much bigger fucking issues. And it almost always stems from a childhood filled with trauma, absent parents, and a more abusive fucking family. Okay? But most people are like too busy laughing at the homeless and the drug addicts to realize that their own fucking children could be in the same fucking shoes in 15 years. You need to communicate, you need to empathize, and you need to rehabilitate, okay? So if you see people on drugs, you'd be like, oh, poor him. He's making the wrong choices in life. Is he, or is he trying to drown out his fucking past? And that past is going to lead him to make these decisions today towards whatever path he ends up going down. So we as friends, we as family, we as lovers, we as fucking delinquents in society that know how to do the right thing need to fucking look out for these people. That's what we need to do. We need to give a fuck. We don't want to just look at him and be like, oh, look at him, shaking our head. Just like, oh, sad. What a sad, sorry piece of shit. No, fucking do something about it. It's important to remind people whatever path they are on, whatever path they have chosen in the past, it is important, whether it's internally within ourselves or externally telling other people, to never be a fucking prisoner of your past. And to, like, just know that it was just a fucking lesson. Your past was a lesson. Your traumas in your past was a lesson. It's not a fucking life sentence. Okay? Don't be the fucking chode that, had such a bad history that you're stuck remembering it every day, and you're dealing with the traumas and PTSD, and you're so fucking sad and depressed, and you're drowning it with alcohol or drugs or whatever the fuck you use to drown out your sorrows. That shit's in the past. It was a life lesson, okay? It was a life lesson, not a life sentence. Okay, so forget it. Your path is forward. And also, my delinquents, okay, understand something. Just because I give you advice, it doesn't mean I know more than you do. I definitely don't know more about you than you know about yourself, obviously. But just because I give you advice, it doesn't mean that I know you more than you. It just means I've done more stupid shit. I understand paths. I understand which way to go. Because I've pretty much taken every fucking avenue. I've backtracked, turned around, done U-turns, realized I was going the right way the first time, gone back on that fucking road. I have to take this fucking exit to get back on the original exit that I was already on. Listen, okay? When it comes to my childhood, any abuses that I've gone through, my fucking parents, my family, being the black sheep, nobody in my fucking family talking to me anymore. Friends think I'm a bad influence. People don't want me around their kids because I'm an unfiltered, mouth, I mean, I've had jobs. I know how to be cordial. I've been in the military. I'm an educated father with a huge fucking heart. I've been around the block, I guess you could say. I know, and I can, identify with people that are in a bad spot, because I've been in a bad spot multiple fucking times. Because I have been in the shoes of the people of the down and outs, of the people that have nothing, of the people that want love and never had it, of the people that want fame and never had it, of the people that wanted a family and never had it, of the people that wanted fucking compassion, an education, a self-worth. The people that are on that fucking edge of fucking madness. Okay? Because madness, as you know, is like fucking gravity. All it takes is a little fucking push. I'm trying to pull you back. I'm trying to pull you back and let you know that it's going to be fine. Do not go fucking nuts. Do not say fuck the world. Do not say fuck it. Do not be like, I don't give a shit anymore. Don't be that fucking person. That's all I'm saying. It's worth it. And everything's going to be fine. To my young delinquents that have a set of balls. I'm talking to you two girls, okay? I mean that as a term of endearment, as a term of masculinity. Because, girls can be masculine too. You guys can have balls. It's completely fine. Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, my younger generations of delinquents. If you do not have purpose, but you have drive, if you do not know where you see yourself in the next 5 years, but you're out of high school, if you're educated, but you don't want to start a job right now, you just kind of want to live life and, you feel like you still have some learning to do, join the fucking military. Oh, what do I know about that? I know a lot about it. A fucking lot. Because fuck your history, okay? Military friendships are ordinarily based on like certain foundations, and it will teach you and it will guide you in the right direction. Now, me personally, I'm biased. I say join the Army, okay? Because if you join the Marines and you get out of the Marines, you're going to come out, fucking really hardcore, take no shit from anybody. Probably you're not going to be easy to talk to because you're stubborn. You're going to be stubborn. Marines are stubborn, and I am stubborn too. And I was in the Army. I think the Army is the best of both worlds. I think the Marines are very upfront, in your face intimidation. I think the Army will listen to you but judge you secretly because we're stubborn. And I think the Air Force is a bunch of pathetic pieces of shit. But that live on great bases because they have the most funding and they have the best fucking food. If you're in the Air Force and you're not in combat or a combat pilot, then you're pretty much just, a pencil pusher. Oh, but we take care of okay, whatever. We take care of the planes. Yeah, that's fine. All right, everybody plays their fucking part. And then if you're in the Navy, you're just, floating around like a rubber ducky in the ocean. And you long for land, and then all of a sudden you get land, and then you just fucking act like a complete fucking asshole. And then there's the Coast Guard, which is, I don't know, they guard the coast. I haven't seen you stop any hurricanes, Coast Guard. Huh? Have you? And then there's the National Guard, which, I want to be important, but I don't want to leave home. Anyway, fucking all jokes aside, because I'm biased, obviously, towards the Army, so I will say, fuck everybody else. Fuck all the other branches. But in actuality, all shit aside, same team. We're all part of the same team. And we fucking love each other. We'll talk shit all day, especially Marines and Army and Navy and Air Force. The nasty girls and the fucking Coast Guard, they could go suck a dick and die. I'm just kidding. I love everybody. I love all you guys. You guys are all great. But, okay, like I was saying before, military friendships, military foundations, any branch, okay, I'm not going to be biased anymore, any branch will teach you fucking the discipline you need to proceed in life. And it's only fucking like 4 years. It's like automatically like 8 years once you sign up, be like, oh, it's automatically 8, but you only have to be active for 4, and then the other 4, you're just pretty much like on call. You know what I mean? So, if you want to have free benefits for the rest of your life and get a home loan when you grow up and have the discipline to deal with the fucking shit that life is going to throw at you without needing a quiet space and a crying corner, I suggest you join the military. Any branch. Anyone you want. Because I'll tell you this. Military friendships are ordinarily based on certain foundations. One of them is probably alcohol. Because when we are off, we are fucking off. Like a rocket. I used to drink like a fucking fish. But it didn't matter because my metabolism was so fucking high. I had fucking PT at 6:30 in the morning. And I would drink till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So shout out to my battle buddies that did that with me once upon a time. We'd sleep till 3. We'd stop. We'd wake up at 6. And then we'd have to run miles at like 6:30 in the morning. Peak physical condition of your life. You can drink as much as you want, and you look like a fucking Greek god. Of course, I look like a fucking bottle of milk spilled all over the floor because I was ghost white. So many freckles. So many freckles. So it's based off of alcohol. It's based off of the foundations of the military. You'll learn that alcohol will bring you all together. And it sounds fucking horrible. I'm like promoting alcoholism. But it's just based on like being in a different kind of atmosphere, living life to its fullest, and just experiencing friendship. And alcohol, loosens your lips, and you fucking become friends, and you become brothers and sisters and all that shit. It also means like a sarcastic and deprived ability to laugh at anything and everything. Like, I laugh at everything. I find humor in everything. If someone dies, you do not want me being at the funeral, because I'm that awkward guy that makes the weirdest fucking joke, like in the middle of it. I'm that guy. It's sad. I know. You guys will share common experiences of like high adrenaline and high intense situations. You'll know how to deal with pressures of outside life. Because there's nothing in real life that is going to compete with the fucking stresses of being shot at in the military, or being under duress, or being under some sort of, warning where you have to just act and just do stuff as fast as you possibly can. The military will train you to adapt to any situation. You'll share a dislike of superficial people, which means you will just be able to automatically spot bullshit when you come out of the military. You'll be like, these motherfuckers are full of shit. All the people that you look up to in high school, take it from me. All the people that I looked up to in high school, all the girls that I thought were hot and pretty and gorgeous and blah, 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 and all the guys that I wanted to be, complete fucking pieces of shit. All the fucking popular kids in my high school are fucking garbage bags now. The beautiful women became trophy wives. And I'm sure they're happy with that, but you're a fucking side piece to a guy that has money. That guy could look like a complete fucking garbage can, and you just, you have a nice purse. Whatever. Fuck yourself. You could spot the fake. The military will teach you to spot the fake. And unfortunately, high school won't, which is going to make you, sad in high school every now and then. So if you're in high school, trust me, it gets better. You're going to be one of the good ones when you get out. You'll have the ability to meet again after fucking years and years apart, and having had no contact, and you'll just be able to carry on exactly where you fucking left off. Now, this happens in normal society too, right? So you have normal society where you have like a best friend, and you guys come up together, and you guys grow up together, and, there's college, or there's military, or someone moves, and then you come back, and then you just catch up exactly where you left off. You don't have to, there's no awkward moments where you're like, oh, so how you doing? Or how you been? Because you still keep in contact, but you haven't seen each other for years. Then all of a sudden you see each other, it's fucking running to each other, you're fucking hugging, you fucking love each other. And the military will teach you to respect your friendships and know which ones are good and which ones are fake. And most of all, it will teach you loyalty. Loyalty to family, loyalty to loved ones, loyalty to friends. So, if you're under the age of 35, I'm free sponsorship to the military. If you're under the age of 35 and you want to get your body in check, your mind in check, and your life in check, and it will pretty much guide you the rest of your fucking life to spot all the bullshit and know what your self-worth is, join the fucking military. I don't give a fuck which one you do. Just go for it. You got it. But if you already know what path you want to go down, go for that too. I fucking have faith in you. You guys could do it. If you don't have an idea, I suggest you join the military. You don't want to be living in your mom and dad's basement until you're 35 years old. No matter if you join the military or not, your path is going to lead you into a storm of fucking bullshit. Life is going to be like, you having a good day? Fuck you! And punch you in the face. But you need to realize, once that fucking storm is over, and there's going to be multiple storms. Multiple in life. Once that storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through the storm, how you managed to fucking survive the storm. You won't even be sure in the fact whether the storm is really fucking over. You'll be like, is that done? Is that coming back? Do I have to worry about it? You'll be timid. But one thing is fucking clear. When you come out of the storm of life and situations and obstacles that life is going to throw in your path, when you come out of that, you will not be the same person as you were when you went into it. And that is key. And that is very fucking important. Everything in life makes you a better person. Hopefully. As long as you take the life lesson that comes with it and not, internally reflect it to automatically be a stubborn piece of shit. Be like, oh, it taught me this, it taught me that, I should steal instead of actually work for a living. Lots of people look at their checks and they'll be like, oh my God, look at the taxes. Fuck, I'm just going to steal. Fuck this. I can't do it anymore. Robs a bank. Don't take it like that. You got to pay your dues to get your dues. The more you put in, the more effort you put in life right now, the more it's going to pay off later. Trust me. And the more shit and the obstacles and the fucking run-throughs that you go on in life that, almost beat you down, but you come out of it, That's going to make you better also. What doesn't kill you make you stronger, okay? Kelly Clarkson. And also, when it comes to paths, you're going to notice that, just because times are changing, technology is changing, people are changing, doesn't mean that ideals change. Really. For instance, the slave master no longer has to whip, shoot, lynch, rape, poison, and brainwash you. Those motherfuckers have taught you to do it to yourself. And I'm not just talking about the African American minority, people, the Jews, whoever's down and out. I'm talking to everybody. When I say slave master, I mean they have graduated from being white pieces of shit on plantations down south in the 1800s or over the past 400 fucking years to your best fucking friend. People that stab you in the back. People that talk down to you. People that make you think less of yourself. Those people have taught you to beat up yourself. Those people have taught you that hate is probably better off for yourself to your self-reflection. If you just automatically throw out pessimistic, hateful vibes, no one's going to fuck with you. No one's going to come and try to break down your walls and give a fuck about you. And that's not the way to go. The people that make something of their lives with an evil intent make people like you lose inspiration to do good things in life. The people that have money but ill intent teach you to hate society, hate other people, don't strive for your dreams, just work in your fucking cubicle from 9 to 5 and not give a fuck. Those people want to take more for themselves and you're the fucking competition. So they're going to make you think just to be happy and be complacent and live your fucking ridiculous, redundant life and give zero fucks about anybody else but yourself. Don't listen to those fucking slave masters. Those are the slave masters of the 21st century now. Those are the bad influence of the 21st fucking century now. They're not in your face with physical violence and intimidation. They're in your fucking head. Whether it's commercials, whether it's family, friends, or just people that you run into every day. Force yourself to smile. Force yourself to have a fucking conversation. Force yourself to get the fuck up and do something. You choose your fucking path. Don't let other people fucking point you in the wrong direction. You do it. Right now. I don't give a fuck if you turn my podcast off right now and do something that you said you were going to do that you haven't done for years. Just fucking get up and go do it. And when you're done with it, or when you make the fucking steps towards that path choice, you're going to feel better about it. Because eventually, all paths come to a fucking end. And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about fucking life. So at the end of your path, for instance, fuck it. Do you ever just sit and think about people who passed away and reality hits you wow, they're really fucking gone forever. That fucking sucks. Do you want to be the person that lives your life, chooses your paths, make your fucking decisions, and at the end, you're gone? The lights go fucking out. And the people are just wow, I can't believe he or she's gone. I'm going to miss them. I fucking love them. Or do you want to be the person based off the decisions you make in life where at the end everyone's fucking thank God. That guy was an asshole. Or are you somewhere in the middle, like me? I'm going to live my life the way I want to, make decisions the way I want to for me and for other people and for people I care about. Okay? If you're in my circle, I will fucking love you. I will protect you. I will take care of you. If you're an innocent stranger, I am going to be cordial and nice to you. If you have ill intent toward me, I don't give a fuck. If you're a complete stranger that doesn't care about me, I don't care about you. I am that guy. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I'm going to make choices that are good for me, for my soul, that aren't going to make me burn in hell after this whole thing. Whoever shows up at my funeral, good. I hope there's a lot, because I'm trying to change as many lives as I possibly can, because I love you, and you love me. And now, let's move on to my... What in the actual fuck topic of the week. climate motherfucking change. Now, do I say that there is climate change? Sure. There's climate change. Is there global warming? Sure. Yeah, there's global warming. This is what's fucking irking the shit out of me. Everybody on the fucking planet, especially these fucking Greta Thunberg chicks from fucking Finland or wherever Icelandic fucking country she comes from, and everybody around the world that has a fucking bleeding heart that has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Talking about fucking, oh, save the turtles and use different kinds of straws and blah, 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 and pollution and blah, blah, and carbon fucking footprint. Needs to shut the fuck up, okay? It doesn't matter what we do. Now, I'm coming at you from the fucking, the mindset of, oh, every one person can make a difference. No, fuck that. I am not going to waste my time if the majority of the fucking planet doesn't give a fuck. Oh, your one vote matters. Your one vote matters. My one vote in the state of Illinois, being a Republican, doesn't fucking matter. Am I still going to vote? Yes. So what I'm trying to say is I am going to do what I can to make myself feel good about climate change for myself. But in reality, in the back of my head, I know that the rest of the fucking world doesn't give a fucking shit. No one gives a fuck. No one gives an absolute fuck, okay? So just because I am going to do the right thing and teach my kids to clean up after themselves and clean up the yard and, recycle this, recycle that, and don't leave the water running for too long, doesn't mean that the rest of the fucking world is going to fuck up all that shit. Okay? If everybody on the planet thought, oh, maybe I should do this for the climate, maybe I should do this for the climate, they're not going to do that because they're not getting taught that. And even, okay, you fucking bleeding heart liberal pieces of shit out there, even if everybody in America did it, it wouldn't make a fucking difference. Let me tell you why. While everyone's pointing their finger at America to fucking set a standard, you guys need to fuck off. Okay, because let me talk to you about the worst ocean polluters on the planet. America, 0.3 million metric tons of garbage or whatever the fuck. So I'm looking at this graph of the biggest polluters of the ocean, like in the world. So the worst ocean polluters, and America is contributing 0.3 million metric tons of pollutants into the ocean. Now, that sounds fucking horrible. And should we do better? Yes. But listen to these other countries, okay? Thailand, 1 million. Egypt, 1 million. Sri Lanka, 1.6 million. China, 1.8 million. Philippines, 1.9 million metric tons. Indonesia, 3.2 million metric tons. And then, Vietnam was 1.8. And then there's China, 8.8 million metric tons of pollutants into the ocean. And everyone's like, oh, America, set the standard. Why the fuck should we give a shit if fucking China doesn't give a shit? Indonesia doesn't give a shit. The Philippines, Vietnam, pretty much fucking all of Asia could say, fuck you. We could do everything on the fucking planet. But China's still going to be like, we don't give a fuck. And they don't. Now, there's also those fucking people in the world who'll be like, oh, I want to save the world. I need to save the climate. We need to talk about climate change. The only reasons Democrats and liberals and people that you're watching in fucking those debates for the left, who's got to run up against Trump, their biggest selling point is climate change, because they're talking to the fucking ignorant millennials, the young kids that don't have any idea, that think America's the worst contributor to being polluting the fucking earth. The young ignorant morons that just got out of fucking high school, and the Democrats are talking directly to them, as in, America's the worst contributor of polluting the earth. It's bullshit. And there's like people like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio traveling the fucking world like, oh, save the climate in his private fucking jet. Listen, Candace Owens said this. To the people who fly private but lecture us about the environment, to the people who live in gated communities but lecture us about building walls, to the people who traveled with armed guards and lecture us about guns, your bottomless hypocrisy is why America chooses Trump. Now, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. Okay? It's a free fucking country. But what you need to realize is, even if America itself changes its ways and goes green and solar and wind and all that, there's lots of things, underlying issues regarding that fucking bullshit. But even if we gave up fucking fossil fuels altogether and stopped polluting, it wouldn't make a fucking difference, okay? Because there's countries a lot bigger than us all over the world that don't give a fuck. And when you talk about polluting and carbon emissions and all that shit, even if we stopped, there are countries that are just like entering the fucking industrial age of, factories and exhaust, like countries in Africa, countries in fucking Asia. They don't have any place to put all this fucking trash and garbage. They just throw it in the fucking ocean, or they burn it off and it goes straight into the atmosphere. So please, do what you can for yourselves to make you feel good about yourselves, but when you blame America for the world's problems, please shut the fuck up. And that was my what in the actual fuck topic of the week. Now, on to my next topic, brats. Not brats. Wait, pull a sausage over there? You want some brats? You want to run it through the garden? You want Chicago style there, brat? You want a brat like that? No, I mean brats, like pieces of shit, like little fuckers that you just want to punch in the teeth. Or grown-ass adults you want to punch in the teeth, but you can't because you have, common sense and courtesy. For instance, when I talk about brats or bitches or pieces of shit assholes, when a girl puts a post saying, "Fuck everybody, me and the kids don't need nobody," that pretty much means her mom told her she can't babysit this weekend, and she's just fucking having an adult tantrum, is pretty much what that is. That's an adult fucking tantrum. That is an example of a brat, in my opinion. That is a direct correlation of how people evolve into adults when parenting is done wrong in childhood. Speaking of childhood, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent. My friend's 5-year-old just saw a crow and called it a Halloween eagle, and this is now my new name for the bird formerly known as crow. It's a Halloween eagle. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, where was I? People grow up and they become brats because life just kicks them and beats them while they're down and they can't fucking progress and they can't fucking suck it up and drive on. People like, I don't know, everybody. It happens to everybody. Life sucks. And it doesn't mean you have to be a brat about it. Hey, I mean, remember when you didn't need coffee to function and buying jeans didn't make you cry? Remember that? Good times. Now, you need coffee and you can't. I see all these fucking posts about, don't talk to me until I see my coffee. I don't want to have conversations until I have my coffee. And then, I put these jeans on and I used to fit in them. Well, stop fucking eating and being depressed all the time, you fucking brat. You little fucking brat. Don't take out your fucking life's aggressions and everything that fucking dumps on you. Life's going to suck. It doesn't mean you have to take it out on other people and be like, don't talk to me until I get my coffee. I used to fit in these pants and now I don't. Whose fucking fault is that? I'm pretty sure life didn't make you gain fucking 10 pounds. It was just pretty much like you couldn't adapt to the obstacles that you ran into and you fucking stuffed your face and you were, I don't know, what's the word for it? Stress eating. You were fucking stress eating. Not a good idea. And then you gain the fucking freshman 15 and you think, oh my god, college did this to me. No, you did that to yourself, okay? Also, college people. I have a college education. Do I rub it in people's faces? No, because I ended up with, in a job that has nothing to do with what I majored in. And that's life. And that's how it works. But stop thinking that because you have a fucking college degree, it makes you smart. I know a lot of people that have a driver's license. They can't drive for fucking shit, okay? Well, I have a college degree. Really? That's your selling point? That's what you're going to go with? I have a college degree. I have a college education. I deserve more. Really? Do you? Because as a person, you're personally a piece of shit. You have zero social skills, you're slightly fucking awkward, and you might even be on the spectrum. But because you have a fucking college education, that means you're entitled to more than anybody else? Maybe. It depends on the fucking major. If you have a fucking Bachelor of Arts degree in fucking sociology and no master's or no PhD, guess what? You might as well have just started your job in the sociology field straight out of fucking high school, because it doesn't make a fucking difference. Does it make you better than anybody else? Absolutely not. Now, because I have started from the bottom, have a college education and a military discipline, does that make me better than anybody else? I think so. Yeah, because I've been through a lot more shit and I've done a lot more. Does it make me more entitled? No, because I have to prove it. I have to earn my stripes. That's how life works. Okay? Now, delinquents. I understand that some of the things I post and say are depressing. It's not easy to hear about some of the darker things that will go on in the world. But there are children and there are people suffering every fucking day. We are being deceived by, this is going to sound like conspiracy theory-ish, but we are being deceived by the brats in the media, the brats in Hollywood, the music industry, for instance, and fucking even the bratty-ass politicians on both sides. It is your choice whether to ignore it all, even, or expose it. I choose to expose it in my own special little way. If I see a bratty piece of shit, I'm going to be like, you're a brat, and I fucking hate you, and no one should listen to you. That's how it should be, personally, in my opinion. Now to the brats that don't know they're brats, that think they're actually noble, good people. Okay, for instance, telling a person you love them and making them feel loved are two different fucking things. Let's not forget that. Be like, oh, I love you. Okay, does that make you a good person? Not exactly. It means you love somebody. But making them feel loved goes beyond the expectations of life in general. I could tell somebody I love them. It doesn't make their day better. I don't think so. Making them feel loved makes it better, in my opinion. So don't be a brat. If you're going to tell somebody you love them, prove it. Make them feel that way. Other instances of weak-ass, bratty people in society are people who get diarrhea from Taco Bell. They're weak, and their bloodline is weak, and history will forget you. First of all, people that want to go to Taco Bell after a night of doing whatever, I don't like those people. I don't know. I feel like you're cheap, which is okay every now and then. But, I mean, what does Taco Bell do for you, really? Other than just make shit worse, literally. Other types of brats in society would be the people that like to apologize for fucking everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. If they say they're sorry and they put their hands on their chest, they're pretty much belittling you and, pretty much calling you ignorant because their apology is bullshit. Okay? Apologies don't mean nothing if you keep doing the same shit you're fucking sorry for in the first fucking place. Oh, I'm sorry. How many times do we have to apologize for the same thing before you fucking realize that they are a fucking brat and need to be fucking put to the curb? Fuck them. And now, a word from our sponsor. HomeEssentialsFurniture.com. Go to it. Or go to Home Essentials Furniture at, Facebook. Because, let me tell you, if you need something, you need a couch, you need an ottoman, you need a love seat, you need a table, you need some chairs. What do you need? You need a box spring, you need a bed frame. What do you want? What do you want? You want a twin mattress? You want a full mattress? You want a queen mattress? You want a king mattress? What do you need for your house? Okay, if you live in Crest Hill or the Chicagoland area, I suggest you go to HomeEssentialsFurniture.com and check out what they're working with. Because if you don't know what you want, you can take the virtual tour. You could do it. Just go to fucking HomeEssentialsFurniture.com. You don't know what you want? Do the virtual tour. They'll walk you around the place and you can see what they got at that moment, right then and there. And I promise you that you will not be disappointed. This isn't some fucking, you're buying the name like Ashley Furniture or fucking IKEA, which is garbage anyway. This is quality products from quality people that like to be a little bit personal. Like they say, don't mix business with pleasure. Let me tell you something. This is a pleasurable experience because you are going to fucking love it. Because they bend to your whim. And if you go there, use the gray area and say Sarge sent you, and they will give you 10% off your furniture needs. Also, ballwash.com. Keep the funk off your junk. If you want to smell like a man and not like a meadow, then I suggest you go to ballwash.com. This place has everything you need. It has fucking body sprays, natural body sprays, not that stuff that comes in a can and goes and then it smells like it's full of alcohol and it just dries out your skin, treats you like garbage. All that parabens and synthetic dyes and additives, you don't need that shit. You want natural ingredients, no parabens, made in the United States of America. Too bad they don't have a bacon scent, but I'm glad they don't, because that would be stupid. But their other scents are rich, manly, awesome scents that are all natural and they're good for your fucking skin. So you have the Butts Back body wash, you have the Sack spray, and you have solid colognes you can keep in your little pocket there, and you'll smell good all the time. Trust me, your fucking lady friends or guy friends will thank you for it. So go to ballwash.com, fill up your carts there with whatever the fuck you want, and use the gray area promo code DAGRAYAREA, and you will receive 15% off. Now, I talked about paths earlier. Now let's talk about where to be. So if you don't know where your path is leading you, let's take the baby steps to that, which would be where to be in the now. Okay? If your absence doesn't bother them, then your presence never mattered. Okay? If you are missing from a societal gathering or friends or, people are expecting you somewhere, you got an invitation to some bullshit, and your absence isn't noticed, then your presence doesn't matter when you're there anyway, okay? You shouldn't be there. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about where to be, okay? I no longer fucking need hardcore proof to validate what my intuition, tells me. I've been around the block. If something tells me or makes me feel off about a person, a place, or where to be, a thing, it's because something is off. I'm not sticking around to discover what it is. My time and my energy are way too fucking valuable, okay? If I'm going to go out of my way to go visit someone or be in a place where I'm not respected, I'm not going to fucking go. I don't think anybody should, really, to tell you the truth. I'm not here to fit into your fucking world. I'm here to make my own, okay? So I'm going to be where I need to be in whatever instance to build my world. I'm not building it around you. I'm not here for you as a person. Now, as Sarge, yes, I am here for you, delinquents. I'm here to guide you in the right direction. But you guys need to come to the mindset of, I am not here to fit in your world. I am here to build my own, which is the same fucking world that we share, but I'm going to do it my way. Frank Sinatra taught me that shit. Do it your way. Don't, and when I talk about like where to be, okay, don't be the person that you like fake it until you make it. Don't be that guy or girl, okay? That's like the worst. It's like the worst advice. Just fake it till you make it. You're not going to make it. You're going to keep trying, you're going to keep faking it, and you're not going anywhere. Where you going? Nowhere. That's where you're going. You got to face it until you make it. You need to go look shit in the face. Go through the obstacles. Face it till you make it. Come at everything fucking head on. Don't be fake about it. Don't try to go around it. You face the problems. You face the obstacles. You face life. And then you make it. You got to get up. You got to work hard. You got to fucking fail. You got to stand up. You got to face it again. You got to do a little better. You got to fail again. You got to get back up and you got to fucking repeat. When you fall down, when you get knocked down, when you fail, don't stop. Let that motivate you. Let it piss you off. Let it ignite the furnaces within your chest to just fucking burn fire and just run through that shit. Life sucks, but you gotta face it. Someone just sent me this. An intelligent, beautiful woman with a dirty mind that makes you laugh nonstop should be considered a fucking treasure. So I do not mind going off on a tangent for some delinquent sending me random stuff about what they think I should be talking about. But I will read it again because delinquents want to hear what they send me. So, an intelligent, beautiful woman with a dirty mind that makes you laugh nonstop should be considered a fucking treasure. And yes, they absolutely 100% should be. So, thank you, delinquent, that sent me that.
Today in history.
October 23rd, 1641. Rebellion in Ireland. Catholics under Phelim O'Neill rise against the Protestants and massacred men, women, and children to the number of 40,000. Some say 100,000. Now, that's fucking ridiculous because this is 1641 where the population of the world was probably under 1 billion, which is insane. 1694, American colonial forces led by Sir William Phillips fail in their attempt to seize Quebec. Why the fuck would you want Canada anyway? It's Quebec. It's a fucking ice sheet of crap. 1707, the first Parliament of Great Britain meets. Okay. 1783, Virginia emancipates slaves who fought for independence during the Revolutionary War. Oh, would you look at that there? 1783, Virginia emancipates slaves who fought for independence during the Revolutionary War. Fast forward a fucking 100 years. Civil War over slavery? No. Okay, we'll get into that later because the Civil War was not slavery-based fighting. It wasn't. It was based on pretty much like gross domestic product in trade and the value of the South versus the North. Industrial age versus trade and tobacco and spices. Whatever. And then fast forward another 100 years after the Civil War, and then you got the Civil Rights Movement. So, if the Civil War was about ending slavery, then the Civil Rights Movement wouldn't have been 100 years fucking later. Okay? Just whatever. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about it right now. 1861, President Abraham Lincoln suspends the right of habeas corpus in Washington, D.C. for all military-related cases. 1918, President Wilson feels satisfied that the Germans are accepting his armistice terms and agrees to transmit their request for an armistice to the Allies. The Germans have agreed to suspend submarine warfare, cease inhumane practices, such as the use of poison gas, and withdraw troops back into Germany. And this is 1918. Not too long after that, the Nazi fucking party happened. So, way to go, President Wilson. You fucking should have followed through on that. Oh, God. 1929, the first transcontinental air service begins from New York to Los Angeles. 1942, the Western Task Force destined to North Africa departs from no one gives a fuck. I'm just going to read stuff that matters. 1952, the Nobel Prize for Medicine is awarded to Ukrainian-born microbiologist Selmart A. Waxman for his discovery of an effective treatment of tuberculosis. Wow. That's what killed Doc Holliday, by the way, if anybody was curious. Tuberculosis. The drinking disease. I think it was what it's called. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, I don't care. Nothing is good going on here. 2002. Chechen terrorists take 700 theatergoers hostage at a House of Culture theater in Moscow. 2004. An earthquake in Japan kills 35, injures 2,200, and leaves 85,000 homeless or displaced. My goodness. That's insanity. Yeah, not a lot going on today in history, but that was Today in History. Ladies and gentlemen of the delinquent army, let me tell you something. We are joining up. Does it make us less? Does it mean like we're not worthy to stand alone? No. We are joining up with FreakNet Studios. This is a big thing, okay? So we are going to consolidate our resources and get our social games in order. Because if you want to get that net worth, you got to get that network. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you get it? So I am joining up with Travis T, Dizzle J, and Cartoon Freak Joe. And we are going to form the superpower FreakNet Studios. It's not a porn site, okay? We're not there yet, but, you know, we're going to fall under the umbrella or the mask of FreakNet Studios, and all of us are coming together. The delinquent freaks will unite, and it will be great. So I got a meeting with them on Saturday, right around lunchtime, at a Hooters. Hopefully I could pay attention. See what's going on. Maybe I should bring my hot sauce, because Travis keeps talking like, oh, hey, American hot sauce. I'm talking about, like, you know, Pete's and Tabasco and Louisiana. And I just need to show up with, like, one bottle of Cholula and be like, oh, my God, it's so good. But we'll see what that looks like. But I'll tell you what, I got to put some sunglasses on, because the future looks bright. Did you guys just roll your eyes? Because I just did, a little bit. Okay, so I need you guys to go out there and share my shit, okay? So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I'm on TikTok now, and YouTube. I'm on everywhere. Wherever you listen to a podcast, you could listen to me. So you can also find This Freaking Show and Just Freaking Wrestling. Eventually, they'll have their own site, like freaknetstudios.com. It's not there yet. But if you want to find the gray area stuff, you could go to thegrayarea.com, and all my stuff is there. I have to add the TikTok. So thanks for the reminder, delinquents. I totally forgot about it. Also, if you want to help me out, if you want to help out Freaknet, you could go to tpublic.com, and you could buy some of my merch, and you will not be disappointed. Because the gray area stands together. Eventually, we will have Delinquent Freak shirts. And I promise you, those are going to sell like hotcakes. Are hotcakes pancakes? I'm going to go ahead and say hotcakes are pancakes. Anyway, it is time for the Dirty Dad Joke of the Week. Once again, I have a submitted dad joke from a delinquent out there in the universe. So, thank you. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? How do you fix a broken pumpkin?
With a pumpkin patch.
Ayo! That's awesome. Now for my dad joke. How much does it cost a pirate to get his ear pierced? How much does it cost a pirate to get his ears pierced? About a buccaneer. Come on. About a buccaneer. Get it? Buccaneer? Buccaneers? Pirates? You guys got it. I know you did. What did the lesbian vampire say to the other lesbian vampire? What did the lesbian vampire say to the other lesbian vampire? Same time next month? Ayo! Oh my god. Gross! Gross. I hope you like the Halloween themed one. I thought pumpkin patch, the pirates, and the lesbian vampires. I tried delinquents, but yes. So share my shit. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.